like Nicolas Cage in a Lifetime movie about Macklemore. We've had a house for a couple years now, and I think the best reason to have a house is so that you don't share a wall with a bunch of strangers. Because when I lived in an apartment, everybody would hear my wife and I very loudly yelling the N-word. I'm kidding, guys. I'm liberal. I voted for Joe Biden. I don't yell the N-word. I look both ways and then I mouth it. I grew up in Atlanta, and my wife is Indian, so I've seen a lot of racial injustice in my life. I've never experienced it, but I am a musician, and I've had a whole room full of white people yell "Freebird" at me a lot, which is the musician's version of the N-word. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Don't ever yell at a musician. It's terrible. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're seeing Lynyrd Skynyrd play. Don't yell "Freebird." It's not funny. We hate it. It's enraging. And if you're a black musician and someone yells "Freebird" followed by the N-word, you should be able to commit murder. I watch a lot of crime docs. There's a moment in every crime documentary, whether it's 2020 or something on Netflix, where somebody, whether the victim or the perpetrator, is involved with the LDS Church. Wait for it. You'll spot it. It happens a lot. It happened even in the Ted Bundy one. And that doesn't mean that all Mormons are psychopaths. That just means that the LDS Church kind of aerates the lawn before the seeds go down, in my opinion. I got this buddy in LA, he's single, and I think he's starting to accept striking out constantly. Because I was visiting him like last year. We saw this like really hot group of girls coming towards us, and he's like, "Check it out, look at these gremlins." I'm like, "Gremlins?" He's like, "Yeah, I can't get them wet." I'm having a baby on Monday. We're inducing labor. My wife told me she's been on her mommy motherboard, and she's like, "Everyone tells you gotta have sex." So finally, at the age of 35, I get to tell everyone that I sent someone to the hospital with my dick. I used to date this girl who was Navajo. And she would stay over, I'd get the best night's sleep. And I think it's because she refused to share blankets with me. If you don't laugh at that, you need to read a history book. Because as white people, we've been really mean to Native Americans. Not me, I made one come. But we've been really mean. I've been Patrick Ryan, you guys have been awesome. I was thinking the other day about this girl I used to hook up with in Atlanta. She was thick with 3 Ks. She used to eat my ass through a hole in a sheet. I have a kid now. Yeah, all right. Anyone else with a kid in here? Yeah. There we go, the doctor. Yeah, sweet. Is it yours or did you just deliver a few today? Yeah? All right. I remember when she was delivered, we couldn't leave the hospital until she had her first bowel movement. For real, they do that. They're like, they want to make sure everything's okay. And the doctor came in a couple times. He's like, "I could put a thermometer up there again." And I was like, "No, let's not give her a taste for that on her first day on Earth." Like, let's set her out on the right fucking track. People tell me, they're like, "Yeah, when you have a daughter, it's gonna change the way you watch porn, man." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I can't stream it to the TV now. I gotta wait for Frozen to end. You know? Like, Elsa comes first, and then Daddy." I did a mic at the Stand earlier tonight, and there was a lawyer who did stand-up in a suit. And I've done mics with a few lawyers before, and they have a confidence I can only describe as built up from sending black teenagers to jail. I was eating pizza with my daughter the other day, and I was putting crushed red pepper on the slice, and she's like, "Daddy, is that the spicy sprinkles?" She's 16, so we're looking at special schools. She's almost 3. She goes to a daycare, and one of her little friends is like 5 and found out that I do comedy, and she wanted to tell me a joke. She goes, "What's worse than ants in your pants?" I was like, "What?" She goes,
Uncles.
Oh!
I was not concerned because I hang out with comics. I was like, I'm stealing that.
I was watching TV the other day and this ad came on for Peyronie's disease. Peyronie's disease, if you don't know, is when you have a curved erection. But at the end of the commercial, they go, if you want to know more about Peyronie's disease and think you may have it, go to bentcarrot.com. Which makes me think they don't take men's sexual health seriously at all, because you've never seen an ad for a drug for MS where they're like, hey, if you think you might have multiple sclerosis, go to spaghettilegs.com.
Have you been with the whitey?
Never been with a whitey.
Oh.
And I'm ready to go because he looking cute to me.
Hey.
Where the hell y'all get this sexy ass buck?
I know, right?
I'm gonna take you home with me. You can fucking make her.
This guy, he's a
Dude.
They not using you right.
I feel like this is the perfect way to use him. I don't know. I don't want to fuck him.
Speak for yourself. What do you think about Buckhead?
I moved here from Salt Lake City, but I grew up in Atlanta.
You gay?
No, I'm not.
What? I thought you were gay.
No.
Ah, well, fire this guy. No.
Everyone's gay for the right price, Mark.
You got that right.
What's in it for me?
I'll give you a little Buckhead.
Real quick, as always, I'm at Joey Rose's Tuesdays
Oh,
and
yeah.
Thursdays. Come down and see me at the bar.
Sing it, sister.
Sister,
Well, he's gay.
you ain't shit. Y'all better start listening to him. He always talking mad bullshit.